Good morning, Titans.
Today's Friday, November 1st. I'm Brooke Herrick.
And I'm Jamie Hughes.
Jamie, I loved your costume yesterday.
Thanks, Brooke. I would say the same about you, but someone didn't dress up.
Yeah. Well, let's get started with the show. Many students wonder why we don't have a theater or where it would be if we did. Reporter Jamie Hughes and videographer Chris Howe have the answers in this story.
When you first walk up to Antelope High School, you're taken away by the beauty of the campus. However, when you look to your right, you see a vast empty field where a theater was supposed to be. So just where is Antelope High School's theater?
The theater was pulled out of the project because the cost of the high school was so high. At the time Antelope was built, at the peak of the housing market, construction costs were at an all-time high. And so when the school started reaching about $100 million, they thought at that time, let's pull the theater out so that we can finish building the rest of the school.
What we call value engineering, where we found a way to build the school without basically bankrupting the district. And so we cut the school site from 50 acres to 40 and did not build that theater at that time.
With 1,111 students enrolled in band, 70 students in drama, 115 in choir, and over 200 in dance, it is a shock to many that these programs do not have a performing space.
First of all, it's convenience. They spend all Sunday before their rehearsal week, which has so many hours involved in it, setting up. So then a lot of their energy is spent setting up, and then they don't get to go home after their show. They have to clean up. Instead of going out and celebrating with their families after their show, we are still working. And I don't want them to consider dance as just, that's what you have to do to have a show, and you have to work like that.
Having a classroom that is built acoustically for vocal ensembles is a big difference in being able to hear yourself sing and hear how the group sounds. And having practice rooms for small group rehearsals and breakout sectionals, it's invaluable to ensembles to be able to have that space to split apart and then come back together or practice in the place you're going to perform. Because traveling to other districts, other high schools in the district, makes it really difficult when you can only spend one night rehearsing in the space you're going to actually perform.
It would allow students to appreciate the performing arts on the campus. Right now our choir is going off campus to perform, our band goes off, orchestras go off campus to perform, the theater productions are in small spaces like this one. Dance has managed to transform the gym, but the cost and energy of doing that, I think, really takes its toll on Miss Solomon, and I don't think the dancers do as good a job as they could do if they had a dedicated space.
Right now, the way the school is constructed, it has the multi-purpose room, which is similar to how Roseville operated for a long time into the 90s. And that space was created to accommodate some types of performance. It's got a wood floor for dance, it's got a sound system, lighting, and that was the designer's approach to give an interim theater solution.
The benefits to having a theater are limitless and allow a high school's culture and academics to grow exponentially.
It benefits the school and the program both fold. First of all, it benefits the school because we have a great place to have our AP Parent Nights, National Honor Society, which is huge, meets here in the mornings, CSF, which is huge, can use it for the afternoons. We can use it for speakers who come in. So as a school thing for like parents to come in for meetings at night that have a huge group instead of the gym, which is a harder place to, acoustically have these meetings and stuff, it's really good. For theater arts and band and dance and commercial music project and all those, it benefits us because we have a real performance venue to perform in. And it also helps your audience etiquette, because an audience in a cafeteria is very different than an audience in the theater. Even though they're there to see you perform, it's still a cafeteria, and a theater just promotes a different etiquette.
We don't have a chance for our students to perform on a space like a stage so they can understand really how lights work and how sound work and and how stage directions work, upstage and downstage and off stage. You don't have any of those things.
After waiting for 6 years, there is hope for a theater in Antelope's near future.
The district is considering doing a bond measure which would go out to the community that represents our high school district. If that bond were to be approved through the election process, then monies would be allocated to build us a theater.
Generally, it would take 3 to 4 years from planning and design to occupancy. So if we were to pass a bond in 2014, it's theoretically possible that in 2017 or 18.
And then the district would have to vote yes, so the people in Granite Bay would have to vote yes, and Wood Creek would have to vote yes. The good thing is we have a district who really wants to make this happen.
Signing off for your Channel 5 Titan TV News, this has been Jamie Hughes.
It's that time, Titans. The canned food drive is here. Reporter Bash Desange talked to senior Kyle Aaron to find out more about this event.
The KCRA3 Kids Canned Food Drive, it just started on Monday. It will be going until November 21st. It helps people who are less fortunate receive food on the holidays. We are teamed with the North Highlands Food Ministry, and the third period that brings in the most non-perishable foods will...
Congratulations to the speech and debate team for the performance at UOP tournament last weekend. Sophomore Kim Weaver and sophomore Jack Llanos made it to the final round. Senior Lexi Hope finished third in radio broadcasting, and senior Chelsea Morgan, who finished second in oratorical interpretation. Overall, the school won second place. Great job, debate team.
After school today, Antelope's very first Dia de los Muertos event will be hosted by the Latino Student Union. There will be a traditional altar, food, and candy, and the special speaker. Come to S202 after school for this special event.
Attention juniors and seniors. If you're in the top 10% of your class and seriously interested in UC Berkeley, you can attend a free trip to UC Berkeley on November 13th. Only 16 students can attend the tour, so talk to engineering instructor Mr. Chris Stinson in room CTE2 as soon as possible.
The talent show is almost here. Bash Desange and Chris Howell talked to National Honor Society President Megan Clark to get the details on how you can audition.
Auditions are going to be on November 7th and 8th. They'll be in A206 from 2:50 to 4:30 for our talent show, which will be on December 11th. So come out and audition.
Now over to Aaliyah Roundsville in the Sports Corner.
This is Sports Corner.
I'm Aaliyah Roundsville with this week's Sports Corner. The boys and girls varsity water polo teams hosted Mira Loma on Wednesday. The boys had an unfortunate loss of 14-10, but the girls were able to overpower the Matadors 15-10, ending their season with a final record of 5-5. The boys varsity soccer team also hosted Mira Loma on Wednesday, defeating the Matadors 2-1. Reporter Isaiah Weatherford filed this highlight package.
The Antelope Titans faced off against the Rio Americano Raiders on Thursday, finishing their final game of the regular season. Early on, Antelope conceded a penalty, which was first stopped by the goalkeeper, but kicked in off the deflection. Just minutes later, the Titans came back and scored when senior David Pineda calmly kicked it into the left corner off a penalty kick to even the score at 1-1. After halftime, Rio Americano controlled the ball but could not capitalize on any opportunities. As time wound down, Rio Americano played more physical and received several penalties. With less than 12 minutes remaining, senior Matt Todd chipped the ball over Rio Americano's goalkeeper for the winning goal.
Yesterday was our senior night. We had 14 seniors. It was our last league game against Rio Americano. We had never beaten them before in like the school's history for soccer. So yesterday was the first time we beat them. David Pineda and I scored the goals. He had a PK to tie it up 1-1, and then I scored to put us over the top.
Signing off for your Channel 5 Titan TV News, I'm Isaiah Weatherford.
In other sports news, the girls varsity volleyball team hosted Cordova yesterday, ending victoriously with a score of 3-0. Last night, the freshman football team traveled to Rio Americano and came out on top with a score of 60-6. Tomorrow, the JV and varsity football teams will also be traveling to Rio Americano. JV will begin at 12 p.m. and varsity will begin at 2 p.m. Good luck, Titans. Now back to Jamie and Brooke.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Titans.
Have a great day, Titans.
And an even better weekend.
Bye!